Welcome to another Haba tutorial. No, I'm just kidding. Yo, what's going on, guys? This is your boy Haba, Nick, or NiHaba, and I'm bringing you a brand new video here today. And in this one, not sure what we're gonna be cooking up, but we're gonna cook up something sweet, something dope, something fire, one might say. I don't know if I'd say that, but you just wait till the end of the video and you let me know what you think down below. Before we get into it, thank you guys so much for all the support recently. We're almost at 200 subscribers, which is pretty nuts, which means we're almost to 500 subscribers, which is pretty nuts, sir. Yeah, we're inventing words out here. Sorry, my beard looks so rough. No Shave November is almost over, and then I can get this bad boy trimmed up. But without further ado, I'm gonna kind of fix my hat here and get rid of my flashlight, makeshift lighting here, and we're gonna get right into the video. All right, so starting out, I'm gonna grab a grand piano and I'm gonna start making some chords. I'm also gonna drop my BPM to 120. Let me just swap my settings off of Counter-Strike really quick. Just got absolutely torched on that shit. I've got like a little melody here. I don't know if I'm gonna run with it the whole way, but I kind of like it so far. It's super basic and I did this really quick. That's why I'm not sure. I'm not done with it, but we're just gonna keep rolling. So I actually really like that. I'm gonna highlight my chords here and I'm gonna press Alt-S and that just strummizes it a little bit and humanizes it. You can mess with the strength here. You know, you could really exaggerate it or you can make it go from the top to the bottom. But I'm just gonna exaggerate it, or not exaggerate it, but just do it a little bit. I like that space there, at least for a piano. Maybe I'll add a different melody with a different instrument there, but so I'm gonna duplicate this pattern over and I'm gonna take my middle notes of the triad I made and I'm gonna throw them up an octave. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my melody and I threw it up an octave higher, but I lowered the velocities on those notes. So it's kind of layered with the normal melody, but it's not super overpowering. It's a very subtle difference. And then I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna press Alt-R and that's gonna randomize my velocities. I'm gonna just play with this knob. And I usually just pull it back a little bit to the left and then I highlight everything and find a level that I like. So I'm gonna go through the prints here from Frank Dukes, his new plugin. And I'm gonna see if I can find something I wanna add. So I like that. I'm gonna kind of tuck it. It's kind of like a nice bell, but also like a texture. And then I'm gonna open up another one of those because yesterday I was playing with it and I liked a lot of the sounds in there just to add little tiny parts. I just gotta remember how to get out of the user spot. I'll go like that. Yeah, how about we do that? And I'm just gonna go through these. I'm gonna maybe layer just these notes here just so I can get a feel for what the sound is, because I have not used it enough to know what I want. So I really like this Crystal Horizon. I'm just gonna turn down the distortion a little bit. I've noticed with this plugin, the distortion has like crackle, like on RC noise. But if you turn off the noise here, it still has that crackle in the distortion knob. So I'm just gonna turn that down because I'm not a huge fan of the crackle all the time. And then I'm gonna rename these really quick. I'm gonna just call this like a pad-ish thing. I'm gonna throw these on the mixer because I think this bell would benefit from some reverb. So I'm just gonna add some wider to the pad thing. Free plugin, go get it. And my piano, I'm gonna add some RC20 to it. And I'm gonna go with the Vinyl 3 preset, but I'm gonna turn off the noise and up the EQ a little bit. And throw some width. And then I'm gonna grab some reverb, and I'm gonna turn this mix knob over here. Hopefully you guys can see this. And I'm gonna just turn it down a lot. So I like this. I like how this melody's turning out. So I'm gonna go back into the Prince just because I find a lot of inspiration in here. It's a really cool plugin. Shout out to Frank Dukes. And I'm gonna just look for something else. See, like this sound. I'm just gonna turn down the distortion to dry. I'm gonna layer my chords with this. So I'm gonna do that pattern. I just did my chords and then I just added random chops here and there. And I like that. It's not like an ARP, but it's kind of like a nice little texture in there. Then I'm gonna come in here and add some reverb. So I'm gonna rock with this for my melody. I'm gonna see what it sounds like with a higher BPM though. So I'm gonna start adding drums to this. I'm gonna turn back down the BPM. I bumped it up a little bit from a 120 to 123. And then I'm gonna select all my patterns here, and I'm gonna come over to this arrow and go transpose selected, and I'm gonna type -4. So that'll drop everything down 4 semitones. And now let's hear it. So I like that. And now I'm gonna start adding drums. So I'm gonna start with a clap. So I got a hi-hat and a clap. I'm gonna grab an 808. I'm gonna just grab the spins, because you can never go wrong with it. And I think I'm actually gonna pitch this down a little bit more. So I'm gonna go transpose selected and go -2. So I'm gonna do a really simple pattern with this 808. I think that's gonna be it. I'm also turn that hi-hat down because that's pretty loud. Now I'm gonna come in here and do some rolls and some fancy stuff. So I like that. I'm just gonna delete this and duplicate over that little bounce I got. And then Shift D just to shorten them all. I'm gonna grab an open hat, and a lot of times I put the open hat before the clap, but in this case, I think it sounds better after. So I'm gonna just throw this rim in here, and then I'm gonna grab this murder kick and see how that sounds with this 808. So I'm gonna copy my 808 pattern onto my kick, and then press Alt K on the piano roll, and that'll put it all on one note. And then I'm gonna press Shift D to shorten up all those notes. I'm gonna grab this wheezy kick. Can't go wrong with a wheezy kick, am I right? I think that adds some nice bounce. So I like the mix on this, so I'm gonna throw my master on it. And my master is just a fruity soft clipper with the default settings here, and a fruity parametric EQ number 1 with the lows, mids, and highs slightly boosted. And yeah, so now that I got it mixed, I'm just gonna lay this guy out, and then we'll be on our way. All right, so now I've got the beat laid out. I've got the intro here with just the piano and that pad, and then my tag will come in, and then after that it'll drop in with all the drums and all the sounds except that bell kind of counter melody I made. And then the second 8 of the hook will bring in that bell and drop out the kick, and then it's gonna kind of drop into the verse, add a little gap here, and that's just the bell and the piano. And then the second half of the verse, I went in here, and if you click this little icon here, you press make unique, you can do what I did, and I just got rid of the top melody on the piano and made it just the chords for the second 8 of the verse. And that's just to give the listener a little bit of a break so that melody doesn't just get overly repetitive and you know they don't want to hear anymore. And then that'll dump off into the bridge, and on the second 8 of my bridge recently I've been bringing in all my drums except my 808 and my kick, so this one is no different here. And then it drops back into the hook. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, please subscribe, like, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you enjoyed. Let me know what you want to see next. Let me know what I can improve on if you have any ideas there. And this is your boy Nick, Haba or NiHaba, and I'm out. Peace. Skr.